got to be bloody joking. Harry!
I'm glad to see you.
Matthew! Fritz! You're alive!
Of course we're alive.
You can't get rid of us that easily.
I'm almost surprised how happy I am to see the pair of you are all right.
We are now, but we barely made it.
Yeah, it was hard. Fritz ran like a little girl.
Really?
Bollocks! Bloody joker.
Tell us what happened to you.
They gave me a pretty good thrashing as well. It was only in Rat-Eye that I got back in my right mind.
You're not doing too well either, are you?
Right now I'm helping the bailiff in Rat-Eye.
That doesn't sound bad at all.
And how are you two getting by?
It's shit.
You said it. We're still chopped off to bits, owe the monastery a bundle, and there's no work here.
Not for anyone with more than half a brain, anyway.
No one's interested in two good carpenters in Sasau.
No one.
And we looked everywhere.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to know of anything?
It will really help us out right now.
Well, I can ask around, but I'm not promising anything.
Thanks, Henry.
We'll pay off the debt, don't you worry.
Jesus Christ be
Master Blacksmith, I think I know how the tempering gets done in Sasau.
And what have you found out? Don't...
He heats it up to red, 3 steps away from yellow, and then stops heating, says the Lord's Prayer, and quenches.
I'll be damned. That's pretty much what I do too. Except I just count.
I'm just saying what I found out.
That's as may be. But there must be something else he does differently if he does...
He said he repeats the tempering straight after, but only warming up the iron, so it never even turns red.
Tempering twice in a row? Why would he do that?
He said it happened by chance once, and he noticed it made everything stronger, so now he does it that way all the time.
Well, there's no harm in trying it out.
Are you satisfied?
You did what I asked of you, so I'm at your service. See you later.
Have you eaten yet?
Yes, it was very good. Did you bake it yourself?
I did. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Greetings, Henry.
Matthew and Fritz send their regards.
They survived. My God, I'm glad. And where did you see them?
In Sasau. I bumped into them in front of the town.
And how are they doing?
They're not doing very well. The monks helped them get over the worst of it.
Poor souls.
You wouldn't happen to know of any jobs going for two...
Not here. And I think it will be the same in all of Rat-Eye.
That's bad. Those two need work badly.
I do indeed. Try the mills in the smaller hamlets. The miller in the Dechko is old. Maybe he could use some strong hands.
My respects to you.
Teresa, the millmaid, sent me. She said you could use some help.
Some extra pairs of hands would be useful.
My friends, 2 survivors of Skalitz.
And why should I take that?
They're experienced carpenters.
Why not? Carpenters would be helpful. There's a lot of work here at the mill, and I'm not a Thomas. My foreman tries his best, but he ain't up to that kind of work. But they aren't idlers and drunks, are they?
They're good men. From Skalitz. Basically your neighbours. You have to help them.
That's God's own truth. Love thy neighbour as thyself. Tell them I'll give them a chance. Take care now.
Glad to fucking see you, Henry.
Good luck then.
The miller and Ledechko would be happy to meet.
You really found work for us?
Of course. Couldn't bear to look at those sour faces of yours a moment.
Thanks, Henry. The reward we talked about, well, we...
Nah, that doesn't matter. You'll pay me when you have it.
That we will. Stop by and visit us in a week. We'll pay you back as soon as we get our first wage. God be with you.
I heard you had a fight with Fritz and Matthew.
Heathens.
So it was you they fought with?
Yes, it was me. And I hope I'll never have to see those wastrels again.
They deserve to be ousted, but the debt? How are they ever going to pay it?
I really don't care. Let them live in penury.
How much do they owe?
A lot.
What about this?
More.
Are we agreed?
I can't. I just
I'd
can't.
almost shake on that. Almost. Well, well, look at you. May the Lord watch over you.
Can't stay here. Johanka?
Henry?
I'm glad to see you.
Me too. I heard that you're doing well.
Well, that depends.
You're alive, so you're doing well.
What's happening here? Oh my god. Philip and...
Yes? Where do you think the wounded end?
Actually,
Well, now you know. Me and Nicodemus have been trying to keep things under control since Skalitz was just the two of us.
so can I help at all?
Certainly. We can always use an extra pair of hands here. And it's been like that since the beginning.
I was in a bad way myself back then. They took me to Ratai unconscious and I needed a heat. How is everyone holding up?
Holding up? People here are dying, usually needlessly, and I can't do anything about it. We don't have enough food or space or any...
Doesn't the monastery care for them?
They give us some food for them and a place to sleep, but I wouldn't say they help exactly.
Do you have enough food?
Enough to survive, maybe, but convalescents need feeding up. That would be a...
Anything else?
Look around.
Well, it is a little crowded.
Crowded. I've had to leave some of the sick.
I'll try to
I tried that. Out loud. They...
Can I have a look at them myself?
Do you now? And
First, you have to cool it down with water. Marigold ointment helps, and it's better if you don't bind it and let it breathe.
you do know what you're talking about.
Pulling teeth? Nothing to it.
Well, go and see if anyone needs anything.
What's wrong with him is his leg. I have to ask Johanka. Philip, from Skalitz. I don't see any wounds. But these wounds have been well taken care of.
Christ above! I can't get a wink of sleep.
What are you making such a fuss about?
A fuss? Because of my leg, I have to stay here for at least another week. Hurts like fuck. And with everyone else moaning and groaning all night, I can't get any sleep.
Maybe I can make you something to help you sleep.
Oh, then for God's sake, do it. Farewell.
He'll be able to get out of this on his own.
Please.
Where?
You look alright?
Mostly, but my leg still hurts.
Did the Cumans wound you?
That's what I tell the ladies. Truth is, I did myself a mischief.
Please, help me.
Do they re...
Occasionally. They told me they don't have enough bandages.
Well, that's no use. Those bandages need changing. I've got bandages, so I...
Wonderful. Could you tell Brother Nick...
I can do it myself.
I thought...
A long time ago.
Well,
Please, help me.
God be with...
How are you feeling?
Good. It feels clean.
It will.
Thank you very much, Henry.
What will
Don't
happen to
mention
my
it.
family?
May the Lord watch over you.
He'll be able to get out of this on his own. Everything here is fine. He just needs to sleep.
Greetings.
Are you holding him firmly?
Aye.
What will happen to my family?
Done.
The infirmarius here. Time was I only had a few elderly monks who couldn't walk to take care of.
Monks so old they can't hold themselves up with their own legs.
If that were the only bodily function they could control. But
How about some potion to induce heavy sleep?
certainly, the old
Reliable?
Some of the brothers like a good and sometimes that's the only way to get...
Thanks.
What will happen to my family?
It's done.
Did you weed the beds and leave what should be growing there alone?
Not a leaf wasted.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm going to check with my own eyes. Take care now.
Satisfied with my weeding?
You're a fine fellow. Truly, I couldn't have done a better job myself. You're a herbalist at heart. Here's the reward. You earned it.
Goodbye.
God be with you.
I'm helping at the infirmary now, and I came to...
Ah, and how is Johanka? Do you know her well?
Yes, I do.
Good, good. Does she ever talk about me?
I'm mainly here for supplies and to talk about the state of the wounded from Skalitz. They need blankets, food...
Well, that's not my problem. Let the infirmarius take care of it.
His hands are tied. Until the abbot comes back, he can't get anything.
And why should that interest me?
Because I'll pay you.
For supplies? But of course. That will be...
Oh, come off it. You get your supplies from the monastery for free. No one will bat an eyelid if you ask for more. Blankets can get chewed up by mice. Food can go off.
Yes. These things happen, certainly. And as long as the monastery needs my protection, they'll have to put up with it. God be with you.
I need help with treatment.
And what's wrong with you?
Oh, nothing. But Philip from Skalitz is dying. He's lying in Sasau and won't...
Slowly now. What happened?
Nobody knows much. He's not wounded, but I heard he was hiding from the Cumans for days in a pile of carcasses.
The Lord have mercy. The living should never lie with the dead. His intestines must be purged.
How do I clean his intestines?
It might surprise you, but you'll have to give him alcoholic spirits. The purest you can get your hands on. The best. It'll make him a bit delirious, but it'll help. Good luck to you.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
How'd you get so fucked up?
About your brawl with Elias. Your best friend settled the matter.
We won't forget this. And I'm really sorry about that fight. I was just going out of my mind.
I've got something for you.
Really?
Drink this, and you'll fall straight to sleep.
Oh, thank you. Take care.
Dear Mistress Johanka, I come again in admiration of your selfless dedication. I would like to invite you to a fine banquet at my palace. You certainly have earned some... What business have you here, fellow? Who let you in?
I could do with a bite to eat. I'm taking care of the wounded, as I'm sure you're aware.
Ah. Well then, run along and take care of them, and let me talk to Johanka. You're not needed here.
I can't stay here. Wouldn't it be better to have the banquet here, custodian?
What?
You admire Johanka's self-sacrifice. I'm sure she appreciates the same quality in others.
Ah, yes. Quite. I was just thinking the same. I'll have some food brought here.
What will happen to my family?
He's still breathing, but he probably won't wake up again.
How are the wounded from Skalitz?
Some of them are well taken care of. Others are dying here. It's a good thing we have yet.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you.
See you later.
It's you.
You're not from Skalitz?
No, but please help me.
What happened?
I was working on the building when the scaffolding up by the roof collapsed under...
Well, and you're very lucky you survived.
Yes, that's what everyone tells me. But it's no use being alive if all I can do is lie here like a wet... It's only thanks to the building work that we can survive. And the master told me, if I don't come back in a few days, then where can me and my wife go then? Who'll take us in?
Is there anything I can do to help?
When I was little, my father got trampled on by a horse, and an old hag from the village gave him some kind of purple herbs for it. And he got better very quick.
And do you remember what the herbs were?
I don't. But there's supposed to be the whole cursed knowledge of the world in this place. Something has to be written about it.
I'll try to find something.
Thank you.
God be with you.
Henry!
One of the sick men, Semek.
Semek? Is he one?
No, he's a construction worker. He's bruised and confined to...
Henry, for God's sake. Honest.
Listen, all I need to find out is the name of a herb.
Then go and look it up in a book.
I brought some meat.
Thank you, Henry. Rich food will definitely help.
Hopefully I
Thank you. With any luck, I'll soon be feeling better. If you find the time, stop by to see me in a few days.
God be with you.